it's KJ, and today I'm coming to y'all with another hair tutorial. I'm going to show y'all how I use my hair brand to make a half wig for this half up, half down style everyone on Instagram and Snapchat have been asking me about. Fingers down my side. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my side? So my brand name is KMB Tresses, and I offer mink Brazilian hair. This is my hair right here that I'm going to be using. I use a bundle of 26, 24, and a little bit over half of my 22. I'm going to be using a stiff mesh dome cap kind of thing. It's not really a dome cap, but it's like a mesh wig cap. It can be any wig cap. Mine is the one with the adjustable straps. Just make sure it's some type of stiff mesh or weaving net material that covers your head with a curve, like it's actual cap and not just the net, if that makes any sense. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be marking out the section of my hair that's braided. So obviously I went ahead and parted out and braided my hair first before I decided to make the wig. So yeah, I'm just using some white makeup to mark out the part. And I'm going to start with pinning my hair in place. I'm sorry that I didn't show y'all me pinning the hair in place, but I do show y'all me sewing it. So yeah, I just pinned my first two tracks to the bottom of the wig cap. I started it at the white line and I finished it at the white line. And I just went along the bottom line. You can sew into the adjustable straps this time because you won't be using them, considering that it is a half wig. You won't need to tighten it or anything. It's gonna fit your head and the part that you're putting it on perfectly. So it doesn't matter if you go ahead and sew into that adjustable band, or if you don't have one, just ignore that comment. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my side? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your So I'm just going to be sewing all the way across, and then once I get to the end of the track, I'm going to use the flip over method. And so that my flip over method isn't bulky, what I do is I only sew around one track. So I'll leave one track hanging, then I'll sew through the other track, flip it over, and then reconnect those two tracks once I go back the opposite direction. I don't fold over both of the tracks at the same time. You don't want the ends of where your tracks is on your cap to be lumpy or bumpy, so you want to avoid folding over two tracks at the same time. Usually I would just cut mine, but I thought that most people don't like to cut theirs, so I was like, I'll just show you all how I do mine without cutting it. However, at the top for my 22-inch, I am going to be cutting that bundle just because I did not want the top part of my hair not to lay flat. I didn't want to even risk, messing up the hairstyle just to try to save some bundles. So all I'm doing is sewing it back and forth. I am using my sewing method. I just sew kind of like loops and knot it at the end of each row of tracks. Pretty much it. I've done the same sewing method since I started on YouTube, so it's nothing different. So hopefully you're not new to my channel, but if you are, welcome. But anyway, I'm just going to be sewing until, I run out of bundles. And I am going to be hot combing it periodically just to make sure that it's laying as flat as possible.
Got yourself something funky.
So as you have been seeing the entire time, I have been curving my tracks in a U shape or a smile shape. And now I'm on to my 22-inch, and this is where I'm going to be cutting my tracks. I will not be flipping anything over because I do want it to lay as flat as possible at the top, and you can see that it is laying flat right there. So I'm just going to be continuing to curve my tracks for a few tracks, and then I'm going to start kind of laying them. They're going to meet in the corner and they're going to stop curving. They're going to start laying flat across so that it can match the curve of my head at the top, if that makes sense. Just keep watching if I'm not explaining it good enough. So I went ahead and finished it out by covering the white line with that last track, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and style it before I put it on my head because it's way easier that way. Of course, y'all know I am going to be hot combing the roots of the hair just to make sure that my wig is laying as flat as possible. You always want a hot comb or use some type of hot tool to flatten down the top part. And I'm just going to be using my GVP flat irons I got from Sally's, and I'm going to be flat ironing my hair out. Ooh, it looks so good, y'all. And this is my body wave that has been brushed out, washed and air dried and brushed out. Ooh, it looks so good. Ah! Woo! Yes, shop with me because look at that. Looks great. Feels great. It is great. Anyway, I'm just going to continue to style my hair, and then once I'm done, I'm going to proceed to sew it on my head. Well, actually, I'm going to show y'all the process of me braiding it down. So now I'm cutting off the excess cap that was left over. Make sure to cut close to the track, but not too close where the track begins to come off or the cap begins to unravel. You want to make sure you leave enough where you still have a sturdy cap. So I have my hair parted out into two sections in the front, and then I have parted out my leave out that's going across the middle of my head, and then the ponytail in the back is going to be where my half wig is, and I'm going to braid that down. Y'all, my braids are so janky, so don't judge me, but basically I'm just gonna be braiding kind of like an anchor at the top and then going into like this big braid. I'm only doing 6 braids. You can do your braids smaller. Obviously, if I was doing this on a client, I would do it way smaller, but you know, I can't really see the back of my head, so I just do everything by feel and just hope for the best. So right now I'm going ahead and sewing my half wig onto my head. Just to let y'all know, I did later go back and add a comb because after a few days it did start sliding. And honestly, it's not because of the cap, it's because of my bogus braids. So if you can't braid really neat and tight, or you don't have anyone to braid the back, I suggest you add just one comb in the top middle, just so that you can have that support, especially for when you're sewing it down on the sides. All I did was add a little comb, clip it in, and then sew the sides down just how I'm doing now. So now I'm just going to begin the process of flat ironing my real hair. I'm just using some shine serum, and I'm just going to hot comb the roots of my hair a little bit. Then I'm just going to go ahead and flat iron my hair just to match the weave. I did notice that you could tell the difference on one side of my head, but you couldn't tell the difference on the other. I don't know why that was, but I ended up getting it under control eventually. But just keep the idea in mind and don't pay attention to that short little leave out. I do have a fresh trim, so it tends to happen. But this is the final results. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. I will be doing another styling video to show y'all different styles that you can do with the top part of your hair. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoy. And also, I'm going to insert a clip of literally like 4 days later without me having to flat iron my hair or anything. So yes, for the slay. Okay, I did touch up my real hair though, so don't get it twisted. But thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoy. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.